Alright. Now I'm going to join this group.
Alright. Tell them the idea.
Well, first,
Oh, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing here? You guys think you have ideas? I have ideas.
Nobody wants to hear your ideas, alright?
I'm the idea guy. Alright, what's
Okay,
up?
well,
I'm the idea guy.
Alright, we're live. Let me turn that
so
off.
the idea is let Juggle Guy sign on with your Skype, so he can do it on, because you need the Skype Premium to have the video call.
Oh, no shit. Alright. No, I'll just do it. Let's all hang up.
Sure.
Yeah, it'll
Is your
be
computer, are you going to be able to
fine.
handle it?
Yeah. What's up, guys? I'm so sorry. That actually is how long it took for this thing to start up. Super upset about it. Uh-oh. Everybody's assembling. What's up?
what up?
We have just the right number of people to have Power Rangers plus White Ranger.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna do mine like that. What's up, IB?
What's up?
What a lucky guy.
How are you guys?
Chilling.
Wait, where's your girlfriend? She was just talking to us.
She's right here.
No.
Her name's Shayna.
Hi.
What's up?
I think I've met some
She was
of you
at
guys.
she was at Apex. She was a kid.
What's up with it?
Greetings.
Yeah, greetings.
Alright, let's do this shit.
Readings. Reading.
Well, we're 15 minutes late. I don't even think I'm gonna do an intro vid. What do you guys think?
God damn it.
Dude, I know
time
that'll
for
break your
intro.
heart.
What? You gotta do the intro vid. It's a very
Take
important
time.
part.
Alright. Add media file. And if it doesn't work, I'm done, dude.
If you want later, feel free. If you want, yeah, feel free.
Dude, whose voice is that?
It's the Canada group.
I'll
Oh,
stop.
it's so crazy.
Yeah, I know. Let's go.
Right now.
Oh, sick. Dude, AVI works. AVI is so much better than that other stuff. Alright, so, okay, we're live. Alright, so, basically you guys are all caught up with the agenda, right? Hey, what's up, Mango?
Yes.
How's it going, dude? You haven't been on the cast in a while.
It's been a while, and now we got Joe Guy here, apparently.
Yeah, dude, Juggle Guy's one of the pillars now. Oh, God.
Wow. Alright,
As,
let's go.
as I say that. Okay, yeah, everybody's cool
Is
with
his
the,
video? Yeah, he's frozen.
yeah,
I
just-
thought he disconnected.
everybody's cool with the agenda? Yeah? We're ready to start?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I actually got a clipping program, so I can just, like, edit FLVs now, so that's really good news. Make the screen bigger. So what I did was I switched to, I can't do the overlay because there's so many people, and we're actually going to have, like, a special guest a couple of times, so, yeah. No overlay.
Yeah.
And then I want to get the tinyurl.com/meleeonmedoc up.
I have to go downstairs.
Is that IB like hella whispering? Tell
Yeah.
him we can hear him, dude.
I'm done.
Tell him we can hear you.
They're gonna play Melee in the meanwhile in the background.
Oh, sick. Then we can get to listen to the fantastic music.
You can hear no, actually Canada never plays the music on. They just play all business.
What?
I noticed that. This is the longest I've gone without hearing Dreamland. I swear to you. I don't even remember what Dreamland sounds like. I don't know.
That's crazy.
It's gone from my memory.
Presents do not disturb, won't receive notifications. Alright, so the only thing about me doing the Skype call is that if you guys could help me with adding people to the call at the right time, that would be great. But I guess it doesn't matter too much. So anyway, like I said, I got an FLV split snipping tool. So basically, I'm not going to do the we're not going to do the go down and come back up thing. I'm just going to snip.
Snip.
Snip stuff.
Get
Whatever that means.
started. Let's go.
Chill. Yeah, this screen like actually doesn't look that fantastic though, huh? It's like everything's like kind of weird. Alright. So anyway, okay, we're ready. So I'm gonna do the God, Skype looks so bad, I'm so upset. I guess that works. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so we're gonna play the intro video and then that's that. You guys ready?
Intro video.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Sup with it. Actually, want to All right.
Wait, I gotta click the stream on. I want to see it.
Yeah, dude, watch it. It's the prog video. It's not super long.
Holy.
Wait, check
I feel like this should be like really cheesy and like synchronized saying stuff with it. As a group, all 6 of us.
I don't think that's gonna go very well.
Probably not. That's gonna go terribly.
Is that Camilo stop? I know it's Camilo stop, bro. Yeah, there's no
Yo, what
one.
happened to the video? Turn on video. What?
Just next to it. Yeah. That's fine. Oh, the more.
You can't say your phone was awful when you're right?
Great. Next to it.
Episode 15. Welcome home. Sup with it. It is.
Yeah.
What's up with it?
It is Wednesday, June 26, 2013. Wait, where's my video? Oh, there. What the F? Need Skype
Where's
Premium.
my
I have
video?
it.
Yeah, what happened to the videos?
What happened to the video? Somebody's
Dude,
messing
I noticed
everything
this
up.
like 2 minutes ago, dude.
Oh
After
my
that-
god, dude, we had every video and it was like so amazing, and now all of a sudden, maybe I bought it a year ago and it just expired. Is that even possible? Anyway, while I try to figure this out, what's up with it, guys? Yeah, this is season 2, episode 3 of Melee and On Me. The chat may or may not notice that we have some improvements in the page layout. I've got the schedule down there. We have a calendar which is clickable and it shows sick, nasty stuff about when we're going to be live. I'm going to work on updating that a little bit better going forward, but yeah, it exists. You got links to all of our Twitters. What's up? The agenda, which I didn't format properly. No. Well, I'll fix that. And yeah, a call to action to participate. So cool. Shout outs to me for doing that work. Good job.
Well done, Bobby.
Thanks, man. Yeah, and we actually have a pretty insane show. I have my video. So we have a pretty
All right.
insane show for you today. But first, let me announce the largest cast that we've ever had on this show. We've got Cactuar, Mango, Prague, Dr. Z, and Juggle Guy. So let's go around the horn. How's it going, guys? How you doing, Juggle Guy?
Dude, I've never even done one of these with Mango or Cactuar on it before.
Is that true?
Yep.
How many weeks have you been on running?
Just like 2 or 3.
Sick nasty. Hey, so you guys can probably hit the video button and it'll probably come on now. Yeah, Mango's definitely been MIA. What's up, Cactus? How you doing, dude?
Pretty good. I should have been on last week, but I was having technical difficulties with Skype, so
It happened,
was there.
apparently.
yeah, apparently. I was there in spirit though. I stayed in the chat for a little while. It was fun.
And it is happening.
Whoa.
Whoa. Crazy.
Whoa.
Sheridan, how you doing, bud?
What?
I'm doing pretty good. As you might know, I had my audition for Jeopardy on last Friday, and it was a lot of fun. And basically, my name goes into the database for the next 18 months. And if they call me, then they call me. If they don't, they don't. That's all you get to know.
Dude, that's pretty nerve-wracking, yeah?
Well, I don't know. Not really.
You're just chilling.
You just chill for 18 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, if it
And
happens,
if you
it
don't,
happens.
if you don't get the call, then you get to start over and try again. But a few people that have got on the show have got on there after like their second or third or fourth in-person auditions. So
Really?
yeah,
Did
yeah.
not know that.
So
I don't know, man. It sounds
What
stressful.
what breaks my heart about Jeopardy is I found out they film like 10 episodes at a time.
oh yeah,
And
they film 5 on
What?
Thursday, or 5 on Tuesday, and 5 on Wednesday.
Dude, I feel betrayed.
So,
Yeah, so if you-
it's nothing like what you think. You know, like each day, this guy's just
Yeah.
like Ken Jennings is just living in the Jeopardy studio for 6 months.
So when you go to the show, you're supposed to bring like enough suits or whatever So that you
I
can
noticed
change in
that-
between tapings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they intentionally make people change like their clothes to give the appearance
Yeah.
that it's a different day, which I was
Mhm.
like, wow, they're really serious about that image.
Oh, that's pretty
Mhm.
lame.
Mhm.
Yeah, we do it too.
Anyway, enough about Jeopardy, even though it's the most exciting thing to ever happen to us as a community. Mango, how's it going, dude? How have you been for the past, what, like,
Click your
month?
video icon, Mango.
Yeah, I gotta put my video on. How do you put it on?
You just click the button in Skype, dude.
But it's on a Mac. Mac's too crazy for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's all
Mac.
over, dude. Nothing you can
There aren't
do.
enough buttons.
Wait, let me figure it out.
Alright, while you're
He's
figuring
playing
that
Smash
out,
over there. He just doesn't want us to see.
Prague, what's up, dude? How have you been for the past 2 weeks?
Man, I have been on World Warrior status.
Yeah, dude.
So, 2 weeks ago, shouts to Canada up at Impulse. That was pretty dope. With the exception of the whole seizure the Saturday night and the earthquakes on Sunday. I'm not about that earthquake life. Sorry, West Coast. That was pretty dope. Then last weekend I was in Boston with Samlocks over at East Point Productions with the whole Smash documentary. So I got a sneak peek of that stuff.
No
did a little
way.
bit of work on it with them.
No way.
It is really fantastic, and like if you haven't like already put down your name to like get a DVD or something, I implore you to do that because
like
it
a
is
still gotta do that.
amazing.
I still
Yeah,
gotta
I
do
do
it.
too.
It's fantastic.
I'm trying to like get him on the show. We could like partner with him in some way where we can really.
You're not gonna get him on the show.
Give him a
Like
bump.
here's how devoted he is.
No, I'll get him on. He's
Nah,
down.
here's how devoted he is. He quit his job.
Yeah.
He wakes up at 7 a.m.
Uh-huh.
and edits until 9 p.m. every night.
Woo!
Pretty good. You know,
He's going ham.
very good.
It's insane. So,
Anyway,
good.
and Mango, how you doing, man? We haven't talked on the show for like.
Damn, Scholar wasn't done.
Well, we got to keep going, dude. We're doing a 90-minute show now.
He played the music. You're off stage.
Wait, do you have
Shit.
more, Prague? I'm so sorry, dude. I actually
Nah,
didn't
it's it's in the rundown. I got you.
know. Mango, sub with it.
So, I've been on vacation for like the last 2 weeks. So, I wanted to do at least 1 hour of the show because I missed the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
So, I've been hanging out, chilling, on vacation, raping Zenith. Now, I'm ready to chat. Let's go. Let's get it started.
Let's go, dude. What a tournament Zenith was. We talked about it a ton. I think last week or 2 weeks ago. We talked
Don't
about
get
it a
me
lot.
started on Zenith.
All right, I won't. All right, so anyway, yeah, I think that we have a sick show coming up, so I'll go over the topics briefly. So we're going to talk about EVO a little bit. We heard some great news from Mr. Wizard, which we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about some registration, and we're going to talk about somebody who wants to come to EVO, namely Armada.
Mm.
Ooh.
Many consider to be the defending champion. A little bit of a controversial move in the way that it's been announced, and we're going to have him on so that he can talk about it. Mango, I don't know if you knew about that, but what's up?
It's gonna be good.
Oz,
It's
come
gonna
on.
be
You're going
good.
to be chilling.
We're gonna fight the whole time. Watch.
Yeah, I know. Rob,
You
if you
quit.
don't mind, let's move item number 3 to the bottom because I don't want to talk about Pound until Strongbad comes on. We're going to have another guest, Strongbad, who everybody knows.
Sure.
Sick, more sick news about EVO. Shiz and J-Man are confirmed. Except J-Man, I booked him a ticket 1 day too early, so he actually gets in on Wednesday. So I don't know what he's going to do Wednesday night. I have zero
Dave.
idea.
Just
I'm
chill,
driving him to
dude.
the
It's
airport.
Vegas.
He's coming to my place.
Well, that's nice. But yeah, he's just going to be chilling in Vegas, dude. Yeah, I started a job 2 days ago at Twitch TV. Shout out to Twitch TV, which you guys are all watching right now. Follow me on twitchtv.com/Bobby_Scar. And I subscribed to Turbo because, as someone here said, I'm a grown man and I make money and I don't need to steal content by turning ad block on. So everybody should turn ad block off and either deal with the ads or get Turbo. It's just not very much money. Anyway, we're going to give some shout-outs to Penny Arcade. And yeah, we're going to talk about Pound 5.5. Pound! A tournament series we haven't heard about in a really long time. So anyway,
Interesting
that's the agenda.
stuff,
We have
yeah.
a lot going on, and if we don't get through all of it, we're probably just going to cut it short and talk about more of it later. Because I think that's the best way to go about that. Let me see if Armada's ready. And then we'll get him on the show. what's the first question that you want to ask Armada, Sheridan?
That I want to ask
You
him?
personally, I want to know.
I would just like to know what he has planned for his post-Smash life.
It's a good question. I knew we had you on here for a reason. All right, well, if he's not, let's talk about Evo really quickly because we have the time. So, yeah,
Yeah.
Jungle Guy, you want to take that away or what?
Not really.
All right, well, everybody should look at the schedule because it's actually super helpful to look at. I'm pulling Armada in right now. We'll see if he has video. If he doesn't, he's gonna be the only one. Armada, you there?
Yes, I am.
Sup, dude? How's it going?
What's up, dude? Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good. What time is it, bud?
3:30.
Yeah, that's right. What are you doing awake?
I don't know. Talking to the Melee community, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. What do you have to say? What do you have to say for yourself, Armada?
What?
So, yeah, so we saw this crazy thread on Smashboards the other day. Something about one last chance. What was that all about?
Yeah, it's like one last chance if you want to see if I'm still having the skills.
What do you think the answer to that question is?
I'm pretty sure I still have it.
And so, what
Yeah.
are what are the conditions to get you to Evo, dude? The biggest tournament of all time.
Well, the conditions is basically that me and Android is needing $2,600. We might actually go a bit lower since I will still check some of the flights if I can find even cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's about it. And we right now are having a site where we are selling shirts, and the goal for that is 160, but 140, and we're still in. And right now we have like 43, I think, if it hadn't updated in the last 15 minutes.
I'm showing this shirt in the chat. It's actually pretty sick nasty.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, I like it a
think
lot.
It's pretty good, actually.
The link
great
is
idea.
teespring.com/armada. It's
It's in the stream chat right now if you want to look at it. It's pretty
Who
dope.
designed this? Who designed this logo thing?
Sean did.
Yeah, Sean.
What is his what's his tag?
On Smashboards, it's Sean, and then some numbers. So
Sean and some numbers. You heard it here first. So Armada, you mentioned something about Android. Is that your phone that needs another ticket? What is Android?
You still haven't learned who Android is.
Oh, so Android's a person. So he's not.
Yeah,
I've never
he's a
heard of
person.
Android. So why don't you explain
Nah.
to the good people?
Bobby, you don't know who
person a few
outplayed
months
you
ago,
at
but-
Phase 3?
Wow, what is that even?
Ooh.
Oh, outplaced. Well, I would have whooped him.
Harsh. Harsh.
He's going to the salty sweep. He's gonna get a piece. So what's up with Android, dude?
Yeah, Android is my brother and have been my, like, how do you say, training partner for the last 8 years or something, and he's having a big heart for the game, and he would love to compete in America, and he always wanted to join me and Aniolas when he also played, but he never had a chance.
Dude,
So
I
I talked with.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Prague was talking to me, trying to convince me coming to EU. Like a lot of people have been trying for the past 5 months or something, and it was like asking if people were paying for me, and I was like, still no. That's like the main strategy for all the people, but I guess Prague find my one and only weakness in all of this.
Which is your little brother.
You're a punk ass
Android.
bitch.
Yeah, and he was like, what if we pay for both you and Android at first, and still for a bit I feel like it's too much. But since Prague was like kind of convincing, I was like, okay, yeah, sure. If the community feels it's worth it, then I will play for one last time.
Yeah, so we actually talked about it a little bit, and yeah, I think that so my perspective was, are you ready for the feedback? You ready, Armada? Can you deal with it?
I'm ready.
It's gonna be a
Bring it
room
on.
of 6 Americans talking about your fundraiser. Well, I just thought that, I think that it's sick nasty that you might come. I think that I actually might buy a T-shirt because it looks super cool. Yeah, and then if anybody wants to donate, then they certainly can. I only want to donate half of my money to get you there. I don't want to donate it to Android. I think that he could stay in Sweden.
Yeah, I
Watch
understand what you
videos
mean.
on YouTube.
You're just worried about him not placing you again.
No,
Hold on.
dude.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. I'm not worried. What does anybody else have anything to say to Armada?
Hey Armada, it's Juggle Guy here. How's it going?
Pretty good.
I have one kind of question I was wondering about. So a lot of people are wondering, are you gonna, if you do go to Evo and you do get this money to go, are you gonna be willing to do exhibition matches versus some of the top players? Because this is kind of a once, like in a generation opportunity to play somebody like Ken, who it's not going to be the closest match, but I think that still should happen anyway. Just
Dude,
as
it
an
might
example.
be. Ken's surprising
Yeah,
people, man.
with all the
So
effort the community is doing for me and my brother, I am basically willing to do anything. Okay,
Sweet.
not anything, but exhibition matches.
Yeah,
sure.
whoa.
Holy.
I think Mango and
So
Steve.
yeah, exhibition matches, just bring them on. I will play with all of them, like sitting the entire days if I need to, for sure.
Sweet. I think that's going to be super beneficial for people to hear, so that they are maybe slightly more motivated to donate if we do need any more motivation. So that's good to hear.
Yeah,
Totally. And Armada, you were
it
talking
will be
about
cool to have one last set with all the players too.
You think it's
I
really
think
going to be
that's
one last set?
Amazing.
Yeah,
I don't buy it, Armada.
yeah. I know you still don't do.
Dude, you
I
haven't
know.
missed a single national at this rate.
Hmm?
You haven't missed a single national at this rate. If you go to Evo, then your retirement is basically nothing.
Well,
What do you mean?
if we only count America, then maybe.
Scar, you're convincing him out of it. Stop.
No, dude. If we give him $2,600, this fool's gonna get on that plane.
Let's
I'm
take it
not
and
worried
run.
about it, dude. Does anybody have any other questions for Armada?
Well, I just wanted to know, like, what your plans are now that you're done with Smash. Like, do you have any other competitive gaming that you're trying to get into, or are you focusing on something else?
Right now, I don't have any other games that I'm like playing competitive or have any plans to play competitive. But yeah, if Smash 4 turns out to be good, then sure, why not? Smash is already something, I like and pretty good at, and probably some of the Melee community will still be in the Smash 4 community too, or at least I hope to. So maybe that, but except for that, I don't have any plans for any other competitive games right now. But maybe if I find something.
So what are you just doing in general right now, and what are your plans? Just school or what?
No, actually right now I'm working on a kindergarten, and before the summer started I also worked on the elementary school, so that's having a bit of my focus right now. So, but yeah, I probably
that sounds great.
All that
Yeah,
patience
it is pretty
versus
good.
all that patience versus hungry box must pay off if you're dealing with the elementary school children, I imagine.
Yeah, and I also have like 10 siblings, so they are like
Oh, well,
keeping me in shape on the patience level,
only child here. I can't really relate, but I'm sure that helps too.
Yeah, it is. I think it's really helpful in a lot of sentences, actually. With like blocking out a crowd, being, super used to a lot of noises around,
Mm-hmm.
I think it has some good benefits too.
Sure. Dude, so you were saying that you wanted to clear up some misunderstandings. Do you think that you covered all that, or was there anything else you wanted to say, Armada?
I think I kind of have covered up most of it, or like from what I've seen from some people posting, at least, it felt more like the main idea of this was mine, and because of that, I was trying to use the community to get this, like waiting till last minute and then, use the community. So I guess when I told people now that the main idea wasn't mine, maybe they get a new perspective from that or something. I don't know. I just want to make clear that it was never my intention to use the community, and if people still feel that way,
Yeah.
then please don't donate because then I don't want to have money.
Look at Mango.
Yeah, I think that's the right attitude to have about it. It's like, you know, if somebody wants to donate, then they should, and if they don't have to. It's not like you're forcing
Yeah.
everybody to donate, which is why
Yeah.
I'm not going to donate. If you remove our
Yeah, you are afraid
remove
Android will
Android
play
from no,
cheap,
dude,
like
I'm
you
not
did.
afraid of anything.
Oh,
I mean, I heard through the grapevine somebody kind of accusing you of not making this announcement sooner for like the strict purpose of people not preparing to play against like top level Peach. And I just don't think you're that kind of opponent. I think you want to play against everybody at their top level against you, just so that you can prove yourself.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. If I compete, I want people to play their best against me. It's not like I can make them play that, but I want to have the chance when I'm playing, you know?
Absolutely.
And anyway, I haven't been playing for like, except for the matches with Mango and the last 2 days because I've actually been starting to practice again because the found is about me playing serious. So the last 2 days I've been playing quite a bit. But except for that, I've been playing Peach for like 4 games. So it's not like I'm secretly trained up and having this idea all along or something. It's Prague. Prague is the one to blame if you feel hate for me coming.
Dude, why are you throwing Prague under the bus so hard? Prague has been on blast this whole time. Yeah, hashtag blame Prague, dude. Gotta get that
Throwing him
Yeah.
under the mega
Prague is
bus.
a part of the plan too. He took care of that.
Yeah, now it's like a super master plan. You've been planning this all along, release the information late, then decide you're gonna blame Prague at the very end. You're gonna get on my
Yeah.
show and blame Prague? I don't think so, mister. Anyway.
I could give it a try at least.
Yeah. Alright, Armada. Well, thanks for coming on, dude. Do you want to do some more Smash Labs or what?
Huh?
Would you like to do more Smash Labs where you come on and talk about your gameplay versus other people?
Yeah, sure, I could do that. Sure.
Good. Yeah, awesome, dude. Alright, man. Well, thanks for coming on. You go to bed. It's like, what time is it? 3:30?
340.
Uh-oh. Alright, dude. Anything else for Armada? Armada, any last words?
Well, last words from me is a big shout out to the community once again, and I hope that I can give you everything you expect of me at EVO. And I will practice super hard to give you the matches you want to see.
Dude, so I have
Or maybe not against Hungrybox because no one want to see me against Hungrybox. So
dude, play Peach against Hungrybox. Or not Young Link.
I'm not gonna promise anything. Let's
Dude,
see if
play
I have
not
some
Young
new
Link.
tricks
Dude,
in the
those
bag or
matches
not.
are so dumb.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Wizard to like rig the bracket, make it impossible for me and Hungrybox to play.
Hey, I have a question. What are you gonna do if well, first of all, how likely do you think it is that you're gonna hit the goal?
I think it's very likely since we started to selling the shirts. At first, before the shirt was starting to sell, it looked kind of bad, but since then it looks better, you know?
And what are you
I think
gonna
the shirts
do
is a great
if
idea.
you can cover like one ticket? Are you gonna give all the money back or what? You
All the
better
money
not say
back.
you're gonna send your phone. That's
No,
not
of
gonna
course.
work.
If we don't reach the goal, then every single dollar is paid back, and no one of us is coming.
Why don't you just go?
Nope. I would not. I'm not gonna go. I'm going for Android. That's the main reason I'm coming,
Alright.
or maybe coming.
Alright. Alright, well
That's
thanks for
why.
coming, Armada. That's all that I have for you. If you have anything else to say it now.
Hey, Armada, question.
Yeah.
Oh, get out of here.
Oh!
Oh.
Alright, Armada, thanks for
Stop
coming
it, you blame me.
on.
Don't blame me.
Blame Frog, dude. Alright, Armada, I'll talk to you later. I'll see
I
you.
think the community loves you even more now, Prague, if that was possible. Thanks a lot, dude.
Later, bud. I'll see you in Paris.
Thanks, Armada.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thanks for letting me in. Take care, guys.
What's up, Mango? Alright, so you heard it from Armada. He's not trying to take advantage of anybody, and you decide with your dollar. That t-shirt looks pretty good, though. Alright.
Hey, Mango, do you have a shirt?
Can you hear, Mango?
That's a good question.
Because you got at least one. Alright. So moving on, let's talk about EVO. So the EVO tournament schedule was released, and I'll show that on stream. It
Yes.
is looking very interesting. So I had a question for the folks here who are probably more familiar with Evo than I am. So you'll notice that. Let me get another scene going. You'll notice that there are. Man, I have XSplit up on here. That this our schedule very closely mirrors some of the other big games, right? Like Street Fighter 4 and Marvel vs. Capcom. Like we have 2 days for the first 2 days for pools, but our finals are on the same day as the other big finals. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? What do you guys think?
It's a good thing. Basically, what they wanted to do was they wanted to have Marvel and Street Fighter, I believe, on separate days, just because those communities, Capcom community, is really intertwined. A lot of people enter one, enter the other. We have tons of time, not just for pools, but we have quarters and semis ending early in the day. So if you want to do like things like exhibition matches and even an impromptu teams tournament, we have all that time for that.
Yeah.
And the big thing is, of course, we have a Sunday final spot.
Yeah.
So
that's actually a pretty great point. So like from 2 o'clock on Saturday, we can do a ton of things, right? Like
we're going to play blackjack.
Yeah?
Let's go.
Dude, I wonder how many people are actually going to gamble.
I'm in there.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, I feel like we should at least play craps. We should like take over like 3 or 4 craps tables.
They lay it on me, craps edition.
Yeah, dude, this group should definitely take over a table, play some craps. Who do you think would be the hottest shooter? Frog? Dude, I'm actually pretty bad at it, so there's that. And then what?
It's just you don't. How can you be bad at it?
Okay,
Isn't
so
it obvious like what percentage to pick every time?
Yes.
I don't even know.
Well, no, not even the picking, but when I roll the dice, the die, right?
Dice. There's 2.
Okay. Well, disproportionately do I roll poorly.
7.
Maybe it
all
is
day.
in proportion, but it feels disproportionate. Anyway, so
Fascinating.
yeah, how about the attendance, dude? What's up? 550 people?
And that was as
of
when?
That was like
a week ago? Yeah. And
I found out on Twitter, I think on Monday.
What is up,
Yes.
dude? Do we know where...
Jungle Guy, as like, sorry Scott, to cut you off, but Jungle Guy being like Mr. Historian, like, what has been our previous attendance record for this?
Previous attendance record? It'd be Pound 4, 350. So we have done more than 200 additional from the old record, which I think is pretty freaking amazing.
Where's D1, dude? Destrucio!
D1 is at next level right now. He's actually texting me. He wants me to come through, but now I'm here. I'm here for you,
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
And for the first time, we have a year of Melee in which we have 2 300-plus attendance tournaments, which is pretty remarkable, too.
This is the first time that's ever happened?
Mm-hmm.
Well, pretty sick.
hey, Juggle Guy, that reminds me. Toph told me that there was a University of Washington tournament in the recent
keep bringing this up.
No, this is something different. This is another one.
Okay. Another one.
A Melee tournament, like in the last couple years, that broke 300.
Okay, well, I have a couple questions to that. Was it free?
Probably.
Okay, then that kind of rules it out, because I think I'm putting an asterisk on all the free tournaments, because I feel like that is not exactly representative of... Because, I mean, you could technically... where do you draw the line? You could say, I signed up my entire college for this tournament. No one showed up, but, yeah, it was free.
Yeah.
So I just set the record with an 800-person tournament, So where do you draw the line?
In the bracket.
Yes, but I think there should still be an asterisk next to the free tournaments. And I have a feeling that U of Washington one was free.
Okay, well, I will have him
Just
get
saying.
in contact with you about that.
I still do want to know about it, though. If there's any documentation on that, would love to see it.
Totally.
So does anybody remember what the predictions were for how many we would get at EVO?
I think I guessed about 600.
Did
if
you? I think maybe
I'm
did.
sure we check. I mean, I'm sure we've mentioned it in previous episodes, so somebody can go back and check. But I think I guessed around 600.
I was a pessimist. I guess 400 on February 1st when we first got in. And I think the main thing I didn't account for was all the crossover attendance from the fighting games players who were probably like, you know what? It's an extra $10 to enter Melee. I'm just gonna dust off my GameCube controller, and why the hell not?
Yeah, dude.
So I figure there's probably close to 200 people who are in that category. I think.
You're probably right. And I think probably 400 was probably close to what I said around that time too. But when we first got the numbers that we were at 300, like whenever it was, like at the end of May or whatever, I think that's when I said 600.
Well, I definitely said we were breaking 500 on February 1st. So shout out to me.
I think I said like 700. But I mean, it's the reason why we kind of chose Welcome Home for the title tonight was it is kind of like a home. It is a homecoming for this community. We are back at Evo, and so many of these players like Chris G, Noel Brown did get their start in the Smash community. So we're reunited with our old brethren and stuff like that. It's equality for all fighting games.
And then
you want to make a prediction about the final numbers?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I think 600.
I think 600 is a pretty good guess.
I honestly think level
7.
Ooh.
647, like a straight up 300 more than Pound 4.
647.
Well, I feel like the attendance, like the registration distribution is very unusual for this one, and I think it was very front-loaded because of the threat that the passes could run out. So I don't think there's going to be too many more than 600. I would put it at 650 tops.
So you're not.
Oh no, we're not playing Price is Right. You can't outbid me.
Dude, 601. Yeah, 600.
Dude, Frog, right now, $5.
$1.
$5.
$1.
$1. Plus or minus is 650. If you're so confident.
I'll put $5 on the under.
All right. Oh, well, yeah, I got the under too. So you're gonna need another over.
Probably you want $10? You got $10 for over 650? How about over 646?
Guys, there's gonna be plenty of time for gambling in Vegas. All right.
I bet already.
5 is gonna be chump change when you hit the craps table, dude.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be like a piece of lint in your
I'm hoping
pocket.
we can find a minimum $5 table. Otherwise, we're gonna get joined. Gonna get spanked. Anyway, Rob, you wrote that there's been an increased Smash presence on Shoryuken and event hubs.
That was Prague.
I did.
Prague, what's up with that, dude? Where's the links?
It's been kind of weird. Like, even following them on Twitter and even going to the site, there have been an increased number of posts about Smash 4 things. Recently we saw Mellow Music Man's video highlighted, and then the Pivot video was on, I think, event hubs. And then, of course, when we hit 550 and that was made known, like everyone exploded. I mean, it was mentioned on Ultra Chen TV again last night. So we are definitely making a statement on this evening, that we are here in full effect. So,
do we know? I'm guessing that we would probably be third place in terms of total numbers after Street Fighter and Marvel. But do you think that's accurate?
Yeah, that's a great
Frog?
question.
I guess maybe third or fourth. I mean, we're not going to touch Ultimate Marvel or Street Fighter. Those are both going to be upwards of 1,000. King of Fighters hit over 1,000 last year, but there's an asterisk there.
Wow.
The reason why so many people did hit 1K was because they were giving away a T-shirt if you entered.
Oh,
it was a pretty dope T-shirt. So a lot of people.
It looks like they've only planned for 6 hours of pools for King of Fighters, whereas
so
we have like looks like 14.
And somebody mentioned that could also be.
It's going to be Injustice.
Yeah, it could also be because we're not fighting for TVs with other games. I don't know if there's any truth to that. I don't know. Does someone with more experience at Evo know if they even switch games on TVs, or do they just kind of have a static number for each game?
I have no idea. Sounds like nobody knows.
All right, let's move on.
AlphaZell said that they switch TVs. But who trusts that guy? What's up, Alpha?
No, he would know. AZ.
Yeah. Dude, Prague, and what was the name of the article that that came out recently about M2K Shiz 4? I'd love to link chat to that because it was so cool.
Oh yeah, that was great.
So,
Oh yeah, that was
basically,
the Kotaku article, right?
no, it's on Penny Arcade, but I guess, it all goes to the power of social media and Twitter. Shoutouts to, of course, Scar making the first move with Ultra David. And he mentioned, the M2K Shiz match in, like, the extended Melee history. And I kind of tweeted back to that entire group that this is our community's Justin Wong versus Daigo in 3S. And that got retweeted, and then suddenly, a couple days later, I kind of got a message from someone over at Penny Arcade. He asked a couple questions about it. I kind of turned into about a 2,500 word essay that he molded and made into a really solid article. So it's insane, like how many people have like responded to it, saying all these fond memories of the game, and even those that didn't know we exist, they know we exist now, and they give us our blessings. So I'll throw a link in the chat as soon as I can find it. But a big shout out to Penny Arcade for giving us that.
Yeah,
They
super
gave us a
shout-out.
huge
Everybody should read it. So if you haven't read it yet, bookmark it, and after the show, go read it. It's actually the coolest thing, and hopefully we can do more.
I might
things
upload
like that.
I might upload like the rest of the document, but I am keeping in touch with him still about maybe doing some other things. So this could be the start of a beautiful friendship.
Yeah, man. I think we're forming a lot of beautiful friendships in the Smash community. Alright. So is that it for Evo? No! Shiz and J-Man! We did it! We did it! Dude, how many successful fundraisers do we need to have? Sorry guys that everybody's giving hella money. I think J-Man was like almost single-handedly Toph. So shout out to Toph.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
was
other
it?
3 donors. You guys are awesome.
Toph was like at least 25% of it.
Yeah. More,
I just want to give a shout out to Toph. Period. Like, dude is going ham. He's buying TVs for the event too. Besides all these fundraisers, I don't know, like, if he's a pimp somewhere,
Might
but
be, dude.
he's getting money from somewhere.
He's a kind of a shady guy, shifty guy. But yeah, Toph's awesome. So it's a good question posed by, I assume, Juggle Guy. What do we think? Where are Shiz and J-Man gonna place?
Whew.
Practice
Yeah,
played with J-Man at all?
I haven't. He's coming to my place like 2 days before his flight to train up, I guess. So the real test is going to be when he gets here, because he went down to that tournament in Virginia, and I believe he got third to Chillin in MTK.
Yeah. The tournament
So-
of Foxados is what I heard.
Yeah, but I think he got 3-0'd by Chillin, so I don't know what that says about his...
He did beat him
Potential
in winners bracket though.
Did he? I did not know that. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see when he gets here. I'll
Yeah.
see when he gets here.
I was talking to Mango about it, and he said that he turned on the stream and saw J-Man get spizanked by Chillin. Mango, is that right? Say something. Please. You're muted. You muted
You're
yourself
muted.
like an hour ago.
He's still muted.
What's up?
We're live with Melee and Obby!
Did you see J-Man versus Chillin?
Yeah, J-Man got spanked. Me and Joey came to the conclusion that he has no reactions. He lost his reactions, so he got super junked.
They're all gone. What did he used to do that he wasn't able to do?
As a Fox player, you need reactions, and he didn't have them.
To like what? To
Like-
like anything at all?
Like tech chases, like knowing when to nair, it was all gone. It was all gone.
We can get that back from. I'll get that
That's
back.
all I'd say. It was just all gone.
Well, that's really sad. And, well, wait. What? And then what about Shiz? Because he got top 5 at
Zenith.
Zenith, which was a pretty stacked tournament.
Well, he got rocked at Zenith by me, so he needs to go practice. He needs to do.
Yeah, but the question is, do you think he could get top 8?
Huh?
The question is, do we think he could get top 8?
Shiz?
Yeah.
No. He can, but the bracket's gonna be so crazy. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to say
He's
what
going to
anyone-
have to have luck.
There's a
Because,
lot
I
of
mean,
luck.
he's not going to have seeding points for one thing.
Yeah.
So you have to
Well,
hope
does
that
he?
he gets...
Well, no, he got 5th at Zenith, so he should, right?
Oh,
Should have
yeah.
seeding points.
Sorry, yeah. Right.
non-zero number of points for shiz.
I mean, speaking of that, I'm kind of concerned about like player endurance as far as like spacey mains historically don't do as well at the larger tournaments just because there's so many rounds that they have to play through that they just get burned out. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine though, just because of the way the schedule is.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's not like they have to go through 10-man pools like at FC, which has its trade-offs.
I mean, they kind of do. It's a bracket pool, which makes things interesting.
Oh, but that's so many so much fewer matches. So many fewer matches.
Depends on how big the pools are. I mean, we don't know. Some bracket pools they've done for other games have been upwards of 30 people. So.
Yeah, we'll see.
So let me hear some
Could
predictions
either way.
for top 8. Who wants to give some predictions for top 8? So I think that we don't have to talk about top 4.
I don't have a prediction, but I have a statement. So
Go
let's
ahead.
say the big four. Let's say the big four and Armada all make it into bracket.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I've heard this.
Ooh.
At least one of them has to start in loser side.
That's right.
Ooh.
Bango, who do you think's gonna be in losers out of that?
Wait, is that
What?
the case?
Mango, who do
Yes.
you think's gonna
Yes,
be in
it is.
losers if you, Armada, Hungrybox, PP, and M2K are all at the tournament?
Who's gonna be in losers?
Yeah, which of the 4 of you is gonna be in losers for top 8?
Out of us?
Yeah.
Me? Who else? It's always me.
It's always you. Yeah.
You know, there's something to say about that though, because with Evo's rule set and the fact that you can't switch characters after somebody counterpicks you, I honestly think that hurts Mewtwo a lot. So if I had to choose one out of the 5, I definitely think it'd be M2K who would be in losers during top 8.
Well, hold on about
It's
that
gonna be
actually,
me.
because
Come on. Mango's always.
Maybe
I'm
it'll
with
be
my
both
life
of you,
in
dude.
losers.
no.
what does Sheridan say?
So, yeah,
I have a
so
summer home in losers bracket. That-
we originally it started. I mean, because that's the rule in pretty much all fighting games generally is you can't switch your
Right.
characters after you win. But
Yes.
there's a thread on Smashboards right now, and Mr. Wizard has posted in it, and it seems like that might get changed because
Okay.
he was asking for evidence that that we used this rule that you could at other tournaments, and people have been posting examples. So the question is whether he's going to just decide to keep character lock, or what kind of counterpick thing he's going to allow, because it does make it a little bit more complicated, and one of the goals of the rule set that he wanted was simplicity. So
Yeah. Yep.
but it seems like he's going to be open to the change. The other
I
thing
just-
we need, yeah.
I just figured he would do it sooner because it is kind of winding down a couple more days of registration, and as trivial as that might sound, it might make a difference in some people's minds.
Yeah, and especially like if you have kind of like a triangle where you want to double blind somebody, and
Yeah.
your character counters this guy's character, but then his secondary counters you first, and then your secondary counters that. So, but I don't know, that it seems like that kind of situation is not as. It seems like it's rarer than you think it would be. Like it's pretty much just Mewtwo King, and maybe something with with Hungry Box and Armada or
Yeah.
PP, but
They did that at
otherwise
Apex, I think, right? They double blinded.
did they?
I think Hungry Box and
Yeah.
Armada did.
Yeah.
They don't double blind.
Well,
Interesting.
I'm kind of surprised that he picked Peach. He picked Young Link, but 'cause he
I
knew
guess-
he was
I
going
mean,
to
Hungry-
get picked,
well-
right?
Yeah, but
He
Hungry Box
figured-
is like other characters where everybody knew that he was playing Nest to prepare for that, so I don't think a lot of us would be worried.
Dude, that's almost the one question that I wanted to ask Armada. It's like, how did you feel when he didn't pick Sheik? How did you feel when the master plan was unraveled? It's like he steps out of the smoke machines. It's like, and Ness emerges with his baseball bat. It's like, come on, dude. What if Sheik, emerged? But what if it was Marth with the sword and what
Yes, with the sword. But I want to say there's one other rules clarification that I hope will still happen, which is it won't affect most people. It'll only affect those in the finals. By the way, everything is best of 3 except for winners, losers, and grand finals. All of semis is 2 out of 3. But
be
for
rough.
those people in a 3 out of 5 match, there isn't a rule about what happens because we have stage bans, right? And we have 6 stages. So
Yeah.
with 2 stage bans, that cuts down to 4 stages, and then you're left with the possibility of a game 5 where, in order to play on a legal stage, like the person counterpicking would have to counterpick a stage he lost on, which is silly. So
Stage 5 is Battlefield by default. Should always just be Battlefield.
We can even have
So
like, a
what I-
gentleman's agreement amongst everybody that it has to be Battlefield. I don't know how Wiz would feel about that, but
no, so the 2 things, what I propose 2 solutions. One is the one that we've been using in NorCal, which is just there's no bans in best of 5s. The other is that the first stage you struck to, that is what you're going to play for game 5 because that's the most neutral stage. But the reason I kind of don't like that is that still kind of deprives the guy of a counterpick at the end when he ordinarily would have it. So I would advocate for no bans in a best of 5.
Yep. And keep the you can't counterpick any stage
Yes,
you've
right.
won on.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, I can
we've
definitely
been-
get on
we've
board
been
with
playing
that.
on that rule set so long that I almost feel like.
Yeah, I
it's
didn't know that was a
overused.
thing. I thought our standard right now was that there were no bans in best of 5. I didn't think
Yeah.
that was restricted to NorCal.
Almost every tournament.
Oh,
has been
okay,
doing
okay.
that.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize
No,
it was.
No, yeah, I think almost every tournament, big tournament's doing that right now. It's
So-
just the dispute is over which version of DSR, and I do not want to go into that again.
Yeah,
CSR
not
is the
Mewtwo King
big
stupid rule.
thing.
Can we not use Mewtwo King stupid rule at this tournament?
That's not supposed to be a thing.
Well, it is a
Whoever
thing, and people have done
Yeah,
it at
it's-
2 straight gigantic tournaments. 3.
Mewtwo King forced his way into
Prom,
it.
Apex, and Zenith.
Yeah.
We need to.
You should never
Not
be able to
about
pick a
this again.
stage you won on unless the other guy agrees to it. There, done.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Next topic. So.
Agreed.
So next up,
Yeah, that's Evo, dude. Evo is coming
That's
so
Evo.
soon. Like, it is actually
2
crazy.
weeks.
Yeah.
So we're
2
gonna
weeks
have
away.
In 2 weeks, we're going to be
Yeah.
5 days away from Evo. We're going to be
we're gonna
on
have
the
our
flights.
show. We're gonna have our show on the Wednesday beforehand, and we're all just gonna be hyped as balls because we're gonna be taking our flights out the very next day.
I'm gonna be in NorCal on that day. We should do something. We should do a live show or work something out.
Sheridan,
Yeah.
if you're down, I'm ultra down for that.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me, I have an Evo announcement.
Uh-oh.
So, going back to the Spirit Bomb, you guys might remember I was giving away CDs to a couple of individuals. I haven't been able to get those CDs yet, but there's one of the winners who's out in Australia, can't make it. His name is Akubra Assault. I figured, if I can't get him a CD, I can give him something pretty special. So I had to go through the old Prague locker, and I happened to find this.
Whoa.
So this is one of the
Oh,
signed
my.
shirts
Hey,
from
Nice.
ROM 2.
While you show that, I'm
It's
going
got
to
a
read
ton of
this.
different autographs and
Peter
stuff.
dictates to his computer. He prefers it to typing and particularly prefers it to pen and paper.
Are you reading the example sentence
I
for
did.
your mic player?
So now is my mic louder or what?
It's good.
Dude, Peter. You guy's crazy.
He prefers typing.
This is not loud enough. Well, whatever.
So, yeah.
It's fine for me, but whatever.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
fine.
the Skype is alright.
me.
It's just you two.
Yeah, it's probably the audio that I have,
Excellent.
yeah, comparing to... Well, I'll figure it out at a later date. Hopefully people can hear me. This is me being super loud. Yeah, thanks for that announcement, Prague. So yeah, that's Evo. Everybody, yeah, it's a big day for us. If you know anybody who's not going, try to convince them to go. Cactus, are you going?
Nope.
Dude, go. Book
You
your
should go.
ticket right now. Just book. Go. It's Evo. Are you kidding me? That's all I'm gonna say. So the next agenda item was about me. What's up with it? I am currently, as you can see, this is in reverse, but it says as seen on Justin TV, and it's framed, so I assume it's actually pretty important. It's probably like the shirt that Justin wore or something like that. Yeah, I'm working at Twitch. What's up? I left Zynga. They actually kicked me out, so I was chilling for 2 weeks.
Can you tell us the circumstances of your out kicking from Zynga?
Dude, so it was basically like, I was at a tournament, I guess it was Zenith, when they were letting everybody go. So
Yeah.
it was in the news, Zynga had massive layoffs. It was like 20% or something. I guess Mango's gone. I'll see you later, Mango. Thanks for joining us.
I think I asked you about it a couple weeks prior, and you're like, "It's not a big deal. It's not going to affect me." And then,
Oh, no. You probably asked me on the day of, and on the day of, like, I assumed that if I was in fact, like, laid off, that they would have turned off my email or, done something that would have led me to believe that, something had happened, and they didn't. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I didn't get it. It kind of would have been nice if I did, because I'm already interviewing elsewhere. So anyway, yeah. I guess the next day I got an email at like 6 in the morning saying, can you come in before 10? As my manager, she was like, because we need to have a meeting. And I was like, oh shit, it's over, I'm done. So yeah, long story short, I drove in because I was pretty sure I was going to drive in, get laid off, and go home. I drove in, I swiped to get in the building, and the key card did not work, and I was like, oh my god. So I went to the guy who, one of the security guys who controls the badges, and I remember asking him, I was like, I looked at him a little bit sideways, I was like, I can't get into the building. Did I get got? And he was like, I can't tell you that. I was like, okay. I did the Larry David, like, okay. So he fixed my badge, I went in the building, I went to this meeting, my manager said, you're out of here. And yeah, that was pretty much it, man. I was out in the next hour and a half. No 2 weeks notice. I went to a bar with my good friend, got a little drunk, sobered up, drove home.
And now?
And now, as of 2 days ago, I'm sitting in the Twitch office. It's pretty sick.
So how long ago was this your first week there?
Yeah, Monday was my first day. And the commute sucks. The commute...
Where is it?
San Francisco.
Okay.
It actually
So
took me 2 hours to get there today.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you drive on 101?
No, I'm actually biking from Sunnyvale to the train station, and from the train station to the office. So, yeah, today was pretty rough.
Okay, yeah. I forgot yeah.
And
Cool.
the big question on everybody's mind is, does this mean more exposure for Smash? I'm pretty sure the answer to that is like flatly no. I'm pretty sure I'm going to spend like 0% of my time being like, oh, hey, you know what you guys should do? You should put Melee on the
Yeah.
page.
You can use all your clout at Twitch.
Yeah.
To get
a big no in response, yeah.
If anything like that ever comes up, if they're like, hey, we're looking for a relatively small game to feature, do you guys have any recommendations?
Well, my question is, how much did you mention the Smash involvement when you interviewed with them?
Over and over and over.
Well, because that's kind of what they do with the gaming, so
Absolutely.
it'd actually be quite relevant.
Yeah. Well, I talk about that in every interview, but that's not. Dude,
I
we raised 94K, dude. This is a big part of my life.
I bring up the TOing in some
Do
interviews.
you know I'm the people's champ?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm known as the people's champ. Come on. Think I'm not going to mention that?
Have you seen my FC Legacy card? How can you not hire me?
Yeah, dude. So anyway,
Do you know I killed Mufasa?
Yeah.
Not once.
Three
Not-
times?
Twice.
Dude, there it
That's
is
at the
right
top
there.
of his
Ryo-
resume,
Ryo
actually.
beat- Ryo beat Gunner, dude.
Resume
Ryo
builder
beat
if I ever saw one.
Got fifth at Genesis. What's up? Alright. So anyway, that covers the majority of the agenda. We actually burned through this thing. Do you guys want to take a quick break? Like a bathroom break? Or
Wait. I thought you got 6th at Genesis, because didn't they play out placing?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think that's
Didn't you lose to M2K?
As
No.
the tournament organizer, I can confirm that.
Dude, it was so lame. Like, I feel like Zoo definitely should have lost to MTK. MTK just choked. Because I was going to whoop Zoo that day. Should look at that 2 overs lamb chops.
Dude, Lamb Chop's got he got rocked by
Me and
Darkreign, and
Darkreign.
what I've heard. And
Well-
they are lost. So whoever recorded it, apparently it got corrupted,
Yeah,
and
it's all-
Darkreign was not happy
Dude,
about that.
mine barely exists. It's like one of the worst.
Oh no, yours exists. We can at least see that you just destroyed him. And there was this combo where you used every aerial.
Every single one, dude.
I think
Nair to down air
at
to
least
back
four,
air to up
yeah.
air to. That other one.
Wow. So you got the all aerial bonus
I did.
in a span of 3 seconds.
I also got the rage quit achievement. As soon as I need him. It's so funny.
Dude,
Anyway,
Lamb Chops has the fastest rage quit
oh,
reactions.
he's amazing. Him and Sensei. You really need to see Sensei. He is like next
Sensei
level.
is godlike.
Like you will see. Maybe he doesn't even get hit by the knee and he pauses it. He's actually amazing. If he got Phantom hit, I bet he has at least once. He got Phantom hit. Like, but he
Are
just
we really
dude,
talking about like a rage quit tier list right now?
Dude,
So-
Sensei,
Yeah. Yes,
dead-ass
we are.
Sensei. But actually, a little piece of trivia about Darkreign versus Lamb Chops. I remember before I had to play Lamb Chops, Big D, if anybody knows Big D, he's like one of the coolest
Oh,
dudes
yeah.
in the
Wow.
world. He walked up to me
I-
and he was like, dude, Lamb Chops like always text towards the stage. And he was telling me this, and I was always horrible at tech chasing. Like, I've never, ever been good at it, but especially in those days, I just, like, he told me, and, like, I couldn't even remember. So I never did that, and, I ended up winning, which is good for me. But then he told Darkreign, and I remember watching and just thinking, like, is he going to actually listen to that? Dude, that guy fucking tech towards the ledge every time, and Darkreign just beat him off. Dude, he got pooped on. So,
Wow.
I attributed at least half of that to Big D.
Big D is a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, an awesome dude. All right, so I think I'm ready for Strong Bad. You guys ready, or you want to take a quick break?
I'm ready. Let's rock.
Well, before Strong Bad, should we just kind of talk about what we're going to talk about?
Yes, we should.
I'll let you
Give
guys.
some
I'll let you guys take it because I only heard a little bit about it. I think I probably heard enough, but
Oh boy, Sheridan, you want to take this one?
yeah, I think Sheridan and Rob should probably lead the discussion, right? Because you guys are some of the best and most respected TOs. In
Sure,
the community,
sure.
So I'm actually really interested to hear what you guys have to say.
I guess I can give the overview, and I'm really interested in hearing Sheridan your thoughts
Yeah, me
on
too,
this.
dude.
You have followed the basic news, right? About pound
Yes.
5.5.
Yes.
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, Plank posted on Monday that he is hosting Pound 5.5, as it's titled, and there's a very long paragraph at the first post of the thread that he posted, explaining kind of some of his thoughts on the elephant in the room, in his words, which is obviously the Pound 5 non-payouts, and a little bit of a further apology, and also kind of an action plan for what he is going to try to do to remedy the situation, which is any profits that he gets from the venue fees is going to go back to the Pound 5 prize winners who are at this next installment called Pound 5.5. So that's kind of a 1-minute overview of what happened. The link is in the Melee on Me Ghoul doc, if you guys want to, or it isn't. Sorry,
I just shared it in chat, so
You
can
shared it
grab-
in
you
chat.
can grab
Good
it from
enough.
that.
So at this point, I think I'm really curious to hear your thoughts, Sheridan, on this whole thing. Pound 5.5, should the community give Plank another chance, and will they give Plank another chance? I guess two
Mm-hmm.
different questions that I think might actually have different answers.
Right. Well, I think it's going to depend a lot on, I guess, how much they believe Plank about his account of the events.
Sure.
Personally, I'm inclined to believe him that it was primarily just a poor planning and managerial decision on his part, where he just way overbooked the rooms for the hotel on the assumption that Smashers would, pay for these rooms, rent them out. That didn't happen. He ended up having to use all the money to buy out the rooms that that weren't filled for the hotel, and apparently some of his own money too. So he says, and so that left us, that left everybody without any prizes, and we now know it
Right.
as the world's funnest Smash Fest in history.
It was definitely the biggest Smash Fest ever.
Well, hey, we had a couple prize winners. The amateur bracket prizes were in cash,
That's true.
so I think Lyjan walked away as the
Like $100
biggest
or something.
biggest prize winner at Pound 5 with $100.
Yeah.
Shout out
Or
to
Pound
Five.
Lyjan. And yeah, but I guess it's not really a laughing matter. I feel pretty bad that I'm laughing about it. My personal thoughts are, well, first of all, I think I went to Pound 4, and it's still probably my favorite tournament of all time.
Pound 4
I
is really
feel like, in my opinion, Plank is, from what I've seen, one of the greatest Melee TOs in terms of organizing a tournament day, execution, and following through with that. There's a ton of ideas that I've learned personally just from Pound 4 that I still carry with me today. But I'm also inclined to believe Plank when he describes the story that the story behind Pound 5, because if you look at the attendance numbers from Pound 2 to 3 to 4, it's a huge increase, and it's kind of one of those
Do you have
things.
those numbers, or like even an estimate?
Pound 2 was 200 exactly, Pound 3 was 224, and Pound 4 was 350. So if you look at those numbers, it's a question of, if I do a Pound 5, is this trend gonna continue, or is there a cap, and things are not gonna, you're not gonna have enough sample size to justify planning for an even bigger turnout. And I think the one key mistake Plank made was assuming that that trend would continue and that Pound 5 would be 400 plus people, which it wasn't for one reason or another. And
Not to interrupt, did Pound 4 have Brawl?
it did.
It was like the first
Yes.
unveiling of
Yes.
the game, right? It was like in a back room. DA Dave was playing it.
Yes.
But it like there was like a big Brawl tournament there.
Not a big one,
'Cause
if
I
I
don't-
recall. It was
I
like
don't
No,
think
it
they
was.
did.
I mean, it still had like 180 or something.
It still had a decent number, at least 150.
I thought they were just playing in friendlies. I didn't think there was like a tournament component.
Oh no,
Wait,
wasn't
are we talking
Pound
about
4
Pound
after
3?
Genesis?
Maybe Pound 3.
Yeah, I think we're talking
Pound-
about Pound 3, because that was
Oh.
when
Okay.
DA Dave was playing it in the corner on
Yeah.
like, Attack
Yeah,
Wii.
yeah, yeah.
There was like one
Oh
copy.
yeah, that was
and
that.
everybody
That
was-
was after the Japanese version came out, but
Yeah.
before US, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was February 2008, so that would have been when people
Mhm.
had Japanese copies and there were maybe a couple friendly TVs set up.
Yeah.
Pound 4 was all the way in January 2010, so Brawl had been out for a long time, and
Yeah.
I think Sheridan's right. There was a sizable, at least 150 plus Brawl
Yeah.
tournament. So add that to the 350 Melee players, and you're talking about a 500 person event. That's putting in the venue fees and paying for the expenses of the tournament.
Mhm.
So I guess with Pound 5, he expected maybe more than that, and I think it was considerably less. I think Pound 5 got
Yeah.
240 Melee entrants, and I'm not sure about Brawl, but I can't imagine that Brawl increased either.
I one thing I want to mention though is that although Pound 5 had the most people, I'm not 100% on this, but I think if you account for if you add up the Melee and Brawl entrants at Pound 5 and subtract the people who entered both games, and if
Uh-huh.
you do that same thing for Genesis 1, I think Genesis 1 might still be on top. Because I think we had 290 for Melee and 292 for Brawl.
I completely
that's-
believe that. Yeah, because
So I would-
Brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the unique entrance is definitely number of unique entrants for each game is a key stat because that means they're paying venue fees.
Yeah.
You can kind of count them twice in essence, and they're paying a venue fee for their game, and you're also. I don't feel like explaining it. I don't feel like boring people.
We get it.
But
It's a good point
Yes.
to bring up. So, you want me to give my 2 cents before I bring in Strong Bad, or should we all? Does everybody have something to say? Because I always want to talk, but
well,
Let's
I
give
think-
everybody a shot if they want to.
Does Cactuar or Prague? Do you guys have anything to say before I?
if anybody's in strongly in favor of it, though, they should go last.
In favor of?
Probably good. How about you, Cactus?
I mean, I kind of believe that Plank didn't intend to like maliciously affect the community. He just got really ambitious and made poor business decisions. But again, as Juggle Guy said, like his ability to execute tournaments is just top notch. So
So
I would agree.
I actually had like a big fight with him when he came back after Pound 5, because he was posting that like he was, I forget, I think it was he was like actually kind of joking, but it was in like a small tournament thread, and he like posted something to the effect of like, man, I'm an incredible TO, and I flagged him. I like warned him or gave him an infraction for like trolling, because in my mind, it's like, how can you do that when you actually hosted the biggest, you know, like
failure.
yeah, the biggest failure in Melee tournament history. Like, it's the worst thing. So anyway, he was like, dude, you don't even know what trolling is, blah, blah, blah. You know, I am a good TO through PM. And, like, I PM'd him back, and I was just like, dude, you know, you had a few good tournaments, but, and this is still my opinion, you know, Pound 3 was good, but Pound 3 ended at about 6 in the morning in a basement.
I've heard
In
that.
a, like, 10-minute walk away from the original venue. Cactus was there with me, you know, we all drove in the same car as M2K, and we were watching that at, like, what, 4 or 5 in the morning. So, you know, when he was telling me, like, you know, all these events were phenomenal, like, the turnouts were great, and, you know, I think that in a lot of regards he is a good TO, but I think that the execution on Pound 3 was bad, and I think that the execution on Pound 5 is horrible, for obvious reasons. And, like, my opinion, my perspective is that, and I think that Sheridan and Juggle Guy, and, you know, there's different people who are going to be, like, really good at being a TO, there's other people, like, who are good at different aspects of it, but essentially, like, I think that every TO is first and foremost responsible to plan like a contingency for different outcomes, right? And
Right.
like to have literally no contingency for something that's like, if you did like a worst case kind of scenario thing, maybe you would see we might be $500 in the hole after this. You know, we
Yeah.
might be $600 in the hole after this. To get it to a place where you're about like $3,500 in the hole,
think it was a little more than that.
Yeah, there's a spectrum of outcomes that could have been much better, you know, than what we actually
Yes.
had, and it still would have failed in a sense.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely. I personally, I'm not excusing Plank for making that mistake. I think it was a terrible mistake financially, just planning wise. But I do feel like the fact that he's trying to make amends now, after the fact,
yeah,
should probably gain him the privilege of keeping his thread on Smashboards, despite him being on the public blacklist
Yeah.
of the TOs on Smashboards. And I also think that. Despite what anyone might think, should the community forgive Plank, give him a second chance? I think, will the community give him a second chance? I think absolutely they will, because
Yeah.
if you look at the percentage of players who are personally affected by the Pound 5 prize fiasco, like it or not, it's a very, very small percentage of people who were actually affected. So he's going to have to make amends with the top players that he kind of screwed over with his mistakes, and when he takes care of that and when he pays back his debts to those top players, I think we're all going to be in a much better spot. And I think having Pound back as a national tournament series possibly is, I think it's very beneficial to the community, despite anything about what you might think about, you know, the morality of whether Plank should or should not TO again.
yeah, and let me make it clear that like I completely agree with you guys and a few people who said in the chat, like, I don't think that he intended to do anything, like I don't think he intended to do us dirty in any sense at all. You know, I think that maybe I was just most upset at this like this idea that he's like an amazing TO. Like, I think he's a good TO. I don't think he's an amazing TO
Hmm.
for those reasons. And I think
Well,
that it's awesome that
I
he's,
also
yeah, I think that it's awesome that he's especially has some kind of plan to pay people back, even if it's going to be slow, and even if it's not like out of his personal earnings from his job or whatever. Like, at least it's something that he's thinking about, and I think that that's great.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
So yeah,
So, but I also think that, you know, even if we're all convinced that, you know, he didn't do this out of, you know, malice, or, you know, he just fucked up, he still, I think, needs to put in effort to show that that's not going to happen again. You know, he needs to, I think he
Yes.
needs to identify, you know, what the mistakes were that he made to the community, you know, in that first post, and explain why they happened and why he believes they're not going to happen again. You know, about regarding like I guess his balance sheet. What kind of venue he's using. It looks like it's going to be the Pound 4 venue if I saw it correctly, but I mean
It's gonna be.
I think we all just need more. We should expect more details about it from him, and he should be ready to provide them for us.
Yes, I agree. I think I am a little. I do want a little bit more transparency
Yeah.
from him
Yeah, I
in
was gonna
terms
say
of.
that too. Yeah, a little bit of oversight would make me feel really confident that I can go to a
Yeah.
Pound 6.
You know, I
Without
see.
any, like.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Yeah,
We
I-
had, in the MBR, we had big
Pulling all the time.
discussions.
You guys can talk
Yeah.
about pull them in, but I'm at least gonna pull them in right now.
All right,
Alright.
let's do it.
But go ahead,
Sure.
Captain.
After Pound 5, like we had a lot of discussions about just like increasing visibility as far as where the money that we give TOs is going. Because a lot of these bigger tournaments, they would just have flat fee. You wouldn't know how much of that was your entry fee into like singles or doubles. So, I mean, Plank's excuse after Pound 5 for not being able to pay out was that, oh, well, all of the costs of the tournament come first, and then people get paid
Right.
out. But that's not what it is. There is an entry fee into these tournaments, and that creates the prize pool. That's untouchable. If you can't pay for your tournament out of whatever the remaining portion that is supposed to be dictated as the venue fee, you're doing something wrong, and he did something wrong there. And
Yeah.
we also
I will say that like for Genesis 1, we didn't have our money set up like that either. I mean, we didn't have it set up and accounted for in the way that people do now with the separate stack for venue fee and separate for the prize fee.
This
we
was
pretty
before
much
that
just-
time, right? Before that became
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
It was like a package kind of deal.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
just like this tournament is $70.
yeah,
Mhm.
FC did the
That's
same thing.
what-
They were like,
Yep. I was just about to say FC did the same thing last year.
So they were
Um,
behind the times.
well,
the Kishes were always phenomenal about all that stuff. Like
Dude,
we make fun of the Kishes for being behind the times, but they are
they're so behind the times, but they're
they are the
amazing.
most phenomenal TOs.
They're
though.
awesome.
Yeah,
They know what they're
like,
doing,
Definitely
are
legendary. I'll never
phenomenal.
argue with that. So,
Strong Bad is in
FCP
the
and
call now?
FC6
Yeah, Strong
were
Bad.
amazing.
Hi.
Yeah.
So Strong Bad, before you start, I just want to say one more thing that I want to talk about later. I'm just going to introduce it. The kind of idea that, like, what if people didn't stack in the rooms? So I want to at least talk about that. Maybe not right now, though. So Strong Bad, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here on Melee Army for the second time. I think the last time I brought up Twitter, because at that point the Smash community hadn't really made use of that, and it's kind of blown up since then.
I think we've
which
made
is
good
great.
progress.
Absolutely. And well, anyway, here I think I'm in the minority here, but I think in general, Plank should be given a second chance. I think there's a lot of things going into this issue, but the biggest point for me is that this time he's kind of come out and said, "Look, guys, I'm sorry, and I messed up," and that didn't happen the first time around. The first time around, he was like blaming other people for crowding the rooms and that kind of things, and I think that didn't really sit well with a lot of the community because it was kind of like pointing fingers when that's not what needed to happen at that time.
Well, I
And
think also
plans
if
to
you
pay up back.
take a pessimistic view of it, then you could also say like if you're pessimistic, you might see that as him having the time to not really have the emotional content with his words.
Yeah.
So I mean, he can just say. I mean, it's easier for him to say it now. So I can
thought
see
the-
why that might not work
Yeah.
for the people who weren't inclined to give him a second chance to begin with. But it's still, regardless, it's still what needed to happen on his end, I think, for sure. But yeah, go on.
And the other point I had was the date change, because the original date was a week after the Big House 2, or the Big House 3, not in the
It was.
Mhm.
It was.
time traveling.
Yeah.
And for whatever, he ended up moving it to about a month later. And I think that was something that he didn't have to do, but that he did because he wanted to not have any kind of
Absolutely.
conflicts.
Yes.
And I think that further shows that he wants to come back to the community in a positive manner rather than like
Yeah.
some sort of
I think that is a great point, and he actually personally reached out to me and said, I don't want to step on your toes. I don't want this to be, a conflict between Big House 3 and Pound 5.5. And he said, I'm going to look into it, a date change, and he did. He got back to me 3 hours later. He was very punctual, and I gave him my appreciation because even though Pound 5.5 is, he's framing it as kind of a small regional that people wouldn't really fly out to, I think just the Pound name itself is going to attract a lot of attendance. And even though there might only be, I would say, 20 to 30 people tops who could conceivably attend both Big House and Pound if they were back to back, I think moving the date is still super beneficial for both events. And I definitely super appreciate him doing that.
Yeah. Well,
So, yeah.
especially with the importance of streaming now, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
one would assume that Pound 5.5 is going to have a stream, and like, it is way better to be able to watch both than to have them overlapping.
Yeah, Pound 4 was, I think, the original tournament that kind of kicked off the streaming era of Smash. I think VG Bootcamp, yeah, I'm sure of it. VG Bootcamp was there, and I remember watching
Dude, I remember that was the round robin.
Falcon
round robin.
Falcon Round Robin. That was like that really kicked off a new era in Smash, and I feel like Pound 4 was so significant in so many ways
Hey,
because of that.
Who organized the round robin?
Oh, it wasn't you? I thought it was you. Oh, this is you're not.
He's doing a thing.
He's
So it
trying
was
to make
Scar.
me give shout outs. he's trying to be like, guys, shout outs to Scar.
Well, I'm just
Like,
saying,
already
like,
done
back in
twice
the day,
in this
dude,
show.
Scar ran tournaments that he didn't even run.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right,
I'm
that's
blown
Does
right
this-
now
Does
that
this
I
dress
was
make me
running
look
tournaments
fat?
that were not even mine.
And
Well,
That was the
congratulations. We're all
original-
very proud of you.
Thanks,
Fishing for compliments. Get out of here.
Thank you.
And just while we're in the midst of that, quick, rest in peace, Danny and Snoob.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dude, I $50 money matched him in the Midwest at a tournament. It's the last time.
Who?
NES Noob.
Oh, okay.
We had a pretty big rivalry.
How'd,
We were ultra frenemies, dude.
how'd it
Was
go?
this at SMYM 10?
Yeah. Yeah, it went to game 4, and man, I was like so nervous. It was like the hardest last stock, and like everybody in Midwest was like, "Oh my God, Scar sucks," because like I upthrowed him like 3 times at like 100 plus, and Falcon versus Falcon, you upthrow that knee is so free, he could do nothing about it, and I just like kept forward tilting and like forward smashing. I just couldn't do it, but then I took his $50.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, the Midwest shit talk's underrated. Have you seen the videos of Dark Rain versus SFAT? Or at least heard stories from Zach about it?
No.
I asked Zach after that set, I said, who cheers harder, NorCal for Jeff or Midwest for Dark Rain? He was like, I'm not in a proper emotional state to be answering that question right now. He just gone 5 games, and he got like quintuple need game 4, as I'm sure you guys have seen.
Yeah.
Was that Mute City? Is that Mute City we're talking about?
Yeah, he got bounced around Mute City 5 straight knees.
Dude, it was a stock, right? His whole stock. He just got kneed a bunch of times, then he died.
His whole stock. I think he shielded twice, and it didn't matter. Dark Rain just gave him a
Shield
haircut.
stab.
Yeah, Dark Range
Yeah,
is definitely.
New City doesn't care when it's the Midwest.
Is he going to be at the tournament? By the way, does anybody know? Is he going to Evo?
Dark
He
Rain?
is.
Confirmed for
He's
Evo.
attending.
So Strong Bad, you had an idea for him in the Salty Suite, did you not?
Oh yeah. I would
Oh,
love to see
boy.
Dark Rain versus Armada. As
Okay,
an
I thought you were
exhibition
going to
match.
say... Never mind. Okay.
What did you think?
I thought he was going to say Dark Rain versus S2J, because a little piece of trivia here. Little
they
piece
have
of trivia
never
here.
played.
They have not only have they never played, they've never been at the same tournament. Can you believe that? They have not been at the same tournament ever. Not once. And I was joking with a couple other Michigan people
It's the
that
same
I think
person.
S2J is Dark Rain. He's Dark Rain in disguise. He put on a Mission Impossible mask, and he's just in this Asian disguise, just
Yeah.
chilling undercover in SoCal.
They have the same disposition. Dude, we're talking about
So I think-
S2J Kage. Oh my God.
We're talking about S2J versus Dark Rain and how
Not
they
Silent Spectre.
not
S2J.
only have they never been at the same, or not only have they never played, but they've never been at the same tournament ever.
Wow. Dude, I would love to have like similar to the M2K Mango moment where they just like sat next to each other. I would just love to have some footage of Johnny and Dark Rain hanging out.
I don't think it would be very interesting. It'd just be Darkgreen being like, "Hi, I'm Darkgreen. Who are you?" And Johnny'd be like, "Holy shit, it's Darkgreen."
Oh my god, that's so perfect. That is what we do. Oh shit, you're Dark Rain?
Oh my god, he's really fucking here.
Yeah, dude, I would totally love to watch that. Is Jeff
Yeah.
gone?
Tang says he's going. Sheridan, can you confirm this?
I cannot.
Cannot confirm.
I
nor
cannot
deny.
confirm nor disconfirm it.
My
Dude,
source is pretty shady, but it's a Facebook post by Tang saying that Jeff is going, so I'm gonna have to take his word for it.
Yeah, I'll take Mitchell's word for it. Mitch out?
Ciao.
You think he'll
If
go
it was
top
anyone
8?
else,
And,
I wouldn't take their word, but Mitchell, I would take his word for it.
Yeah. All right, man.
And
well,
remember, Jeff is the only person that has a winning record against Armada.
Yes, he is. He's 1-0 against Armada.
yeah, dude.
That
well,
perfect
we're
record.
definitely not putting him in the salty suite. I'll tell you that.
I asked Jeff, I was like, how do you feel about being the only person who's 1-0 against Armada? He's like, I-
Okay.
yeah, he could have played a lot better. I just pressed the buttons.
Yeah.
Definitely Jeff. All right. Well, Strongbad, you have anything else to say about anything that we talked about today, or anything more on pound 5.5?
Something off topic would be fine, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Real quick, we have launched the new Project M website today.
Mmm.
What is the link to that?
The new URL is projectmgame.com.
Whoa, you
Okay.
got .com.
And simultaneously, we have announced demo 2.6 to be released by the end of January. Oh, not January, July.
July. Okay. We're gonna have to use that new version for Big House 3, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna give people a good 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I know
Well,
you can't. I know you
I'm
can't talk
gonna
about.
junk everybody with Luigi.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
I totally just went to projectm.com instead of projectmgame.com, and I was like so confused for a second.
That's like a design company.
Yeah.
We tried to talk to them about getting the domain, and they were like, "Nah, that's not happening."
Dude, so I know you can't talk about Sonic, but did Wizrobe like shock you guys or what? What happened at the developer headquarters? Was it like,
Yeah.
we knew?
We knew because he did it at Apex.
Well,
There was an
but when the
there was
first
an
time you saw it-
invitational. We were really surprised. One of the problems is that our playtesters tend to have fun, so they don't always notice the optimal strategy that Wizrobe noticed, which
Yeah.
was a lot of spinning.
Press B buttons. Press B. Over and over and over. You guys missed that.
So we had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they
I
missed
was-
that in actual Brawl with Meta Knight too, didn't they? Just press B over and
Yeah,
over and over.
they didn't test that.
You didn't think to test that?
Playtesters were doing too much dimensional cape or whatever that fucking move's called. It does nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I played this Sonic guy in NorCal a little bit with my Luigi, and like, Luigi's got a few moves that are pretty good priority, and he should at least trade with Sonic on a lot of them, like neutral air, forward tilts, jabs, things like that. But I mean, I was losing outright on those like 60-70% of the time, and hardly ever and most of the rest of those were just straight out trades. So it's just like those moves have so much priority.
Yeah. So we won't make you comment too much as developers. So anything else, Strong Bad?
No, Evo hype.
Yeah, dude.
Let's all go.
Yeah, dude. I'll see you there, man.
I'm going
Can't wait.
and commentating some of the time for the first 2 days at least.
Sick.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm actually extremely excited for both the event and the videos. So yeah, it should be awesome.
There is a tournament happening here in the Midwest this Saturday featuring Dark Rain, Kells, and Dark Atma.
Are you guys streaming that?
I don't think there's going to be a stream because it's a one-day tournament and we need to finish everything. But there's going to be
No.
a ton of videos recorded
All right.
of 2013 Dark Reign.
What
So,
YouTube channel should we
Not
subscribe to?
only 2013 Dark Reign, we're gonna have like 3 of the old Midwest Power
Oh, yeah.
5 in attendance. Isn't that right?
Dope's coming.
Yes, he is.
Taint's actually deconfirmed. So Taint
Oh
will not.
no. Okay.
El Feo
So just
Uno is not going to be there.
Dark Reign and I know for a fact Dark Reign and Dope are teaming. I think Dope told
Yeah.
me that a couple days ago,
Oh my
which
God.
I am extremely excited about.
Classic.
So, my
Alright.
favorite Janky Falco versus.
Dude, he is
my
so
favorite Falco.
janky. I played him twice at Big House, right? We
Yeah,
played
you
on
did.
stream once. Dude,
Full
he's
Zen
so
bracket.
weird.
And you kind of
Def-
suicided 4 times to let him take game 2.
Yeah,
If
that's
I remember
right.
correctly.
That is right. So, Strongbat, what YouTube channel are we looking for those videos?
I think we're having multiple uploaders to multiple channels, but I'll link you whenever I know them.
All right. I think that's something that we could get better at as a community, by the way. It's like knowing where all the videos are going to go. And like, so NorCal actually did something with Melee Pack West where everybody's supposed to upload videos to that. So as soon as I get around to uploading, yeah, they stole it from Melee Atlantic North. Sorry, Prague. I've been in West
It's,
Coast
you know,
way
summer,
too long,
Summer
but
weather.
But
It's
yeah,
summer weather here.
maybe the Midwest
think-
just needs to get it. Together.
We need a new hub. Smashboards is dead and sucks. We need somewhere
Dude,
new
poor
to go
Alpha's
that's
out.
better organized. I mean, if you just take a look
Yeah,
at like
check the chat.
Shoryuken and the way how they have things laid out, like Shoryuken is on point. And
Mhm.
if we had
Yeah.
something like that, I would be so happy.
Yeah, I think we should, on a future episode, maybe bring in a couple of the site developers for Smashboards, because I know they have pretty big plans in terms of a new front page and some
Hopefully.
SSBPD functionality in there too.
So anyway, Strongbat, thanks so much for coming on, dude.
Thanks for having me.
See
I
you at
loved
Evo.
being on here. Yep, definitely see all you guys at Evo, except for Cactus.
Boo.
Mhm.
Yeah, my bad. Another time.
Everyone boo Cactus.
Boo. All right, later.
Are you gonna kick me out then?
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
Take it easy, dude. That was Strongbat, everybody. Thanks for coming on. So we're trying this new thing with call-ins where we're trying to curate them in advance. You know, we've done a lot of, hey, just call in, whatever, and it hasn't gone well at all. It's been extremely inconsistent. Like some days there'll be 5 or 6 people who want to call in, and then some days there have been absolutely 0. So I'm going to try to do it in advance from now on. I have it written on the stream front page, so basically just tweet us. I have everybody's Twitter listed and linked, and yeah, call in to Melee on me by tweeting or posting in the Facebook group with your comment and or topic. You could just say, hey, I want to talk about Armada at Evo or whatever, and just let us know, and we'll pick a time slot, and if you're available, then you're on. So that's how I want to do it. All right.
Sounds good.
So hey, man,
Sweet.
that was season 2, episode 3. How do you guys feel?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Feeling like
Liking
this
it.
is a really good time for Smash. I feel like we've had so much news in the last month from Smash 4 to Evo updates to Armada coming back to this Pound 5.5. Just I'm sure I'm missing like 5 other important things that have happened, but
Ultra David, Penny
yeah.
Arcade,
Ultra David, Ultra Chen being
James
gracious, partners with us for that one show.
Yeah.
Just a lot of stuff.
Hammer shows. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple different shows, and I've already noticed like there's so much more activity about Smash. I know you mentioned the presence on SRK and event hubs, but I'm noticing that kind of everywhere. YouTube, Smash boards, yeah, you name it. So I think we can definitely take advantage of this momentum and see if we can do some pretty big things in the latter half of 2013.
That was a beautiful joke, guy.
You like it? I rehearsed
really
it.
was.
I rehearsed it like 30 times
I loved it.
a couple hours ago.
I love it. Yeah, and then another piece of news about the show we're trying to do every week. Yeah? Joe, guy, you down for that? Will you do that with me?
I told you my thoughts on that. We'll see.
So what I think is that I think the main problem for most people is like they don't have the time. But if I can do this in the office, then it's not a problem for me at all, right? I mean, I can just come in here Wednesday at 6, and you know, if I have one other permanent anchor, then I'll be fine because we need at least 4 people, and then we can start rotating so that nobody has to do it like every
Yeah.
week if they don't want to.
I am open
I'm
to
just
the
worried about the content.
exactly. I have concerns about maintaining the quality of content just because there's
Yeah.
not Smash News every week, and we're in a very busy time right now, so we
Yeah.
could probably do one every week, from a month ago till Evo. But come August, there might not
Exactly.
be anything for like a couple of weeks at a time.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm fully committed to doing it for the next 4 weeks for obvious reasons. And
Oof.
then yeah, probably at the end of July it'll either start getting tough or it won't.
Well, I don't know. Do you think we need to do one next week and the one before Evo? I mean, I can understand doing like the week before Evo, week after Evo, but I don't know if we need another one in between. I don't know if we need one next week.
I don't think we need one.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to see more of us, you know how to contact Mr. Bobby Scar on Twitter.
Yeah, dude. Let us
social
know.
media.
Let us know if
in
you
the
want to see
Facebook
more Melee It on me. If you don't want to wait every 2 weeks, if you want to see an episode per week, let me know on Twitter. Let us know on the Melee It on me Facebook group. That's a great point, Prog. So yeah,
Smash
we'll
forward.
see
We're
about next
everywhere.
week.
Dude, do you have a Bobby Scar at Twitch.tv yet? I think that'd be super legit.
Yeah, I do. It's not Bobby Scar. It's something slightly different, but it's essentially
Alright, whatever.
The Scarducio.
something like that.
That wasn't as exciting as I thought it'd be. Let's move on.
Well, we're moving on to saying our goodbyes. So who wants to give any shout outs that you may have, or just say goodbye to everybody?
Shout-outs, my friends, to, again, everyone on Evo staff. It's going to be a pleasure with everyone that's attending. And although it hasn't been set in stone, apparently it will be top 8 as a tribe called Rest, myself and D1 doing commentary. It's not set in stone yet, but that's what it sounds like. So thank you guys.
Were they gonna
for
do?
giving us the opportunity.
Were they gonna do one pair for the whole top 8, or were they gonna like switch out every? Because I mean, that isn't that. I don't know.
They're
that
going to
could
do
be a
one
long
pair for
time.
the entire top 8.
Oh wow, okay. Because that's, I mean,
That's
if it's
what
top
they
8,
usually
that's
do.
7 sets, right? At least 7 sets. So, okay.
I wish it was wife. I wish it was wife. I always love wife's commentary. I gotta
Yeah,
put that
I've
out
been-
there.
Yeah, dude, come on.
I've been talking to him, asking for some more advice, just because I
I
still
think
idolize him.
Wife
I know
is
that
one of those
guy.
commentators who just shines at nationals, but I don't think he could do locals stuff as well. But nationals, he's phenomenal.
Sure,
think.
but I mean, locals, who cares?
Yeah, because
Locals is just like,
exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
just kind of giving everybody like,
It's just the way he like
Just hanging
presents
out.
himself. He always like talks about everything as if he were talking to a random person who didn't know everything about the
Exactly.
game, and he'll
Yes.
he'll ask questions that just kind of foster like this knowledge coming out all the time, and it's perfect.
And yeah, that kind of thing is necessary for a stage like Evo, I think.
Exactly.
But I think I'll be happy with whoever takes the commentary, as long as it's it's someone who's done that before. I think we'll be okay either way.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's got a few vetoes, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna come to that.
Sweet.
All right, Sheridan, what's up, dude? What are you gonna do for the next week or two? Anything that we should keep our eye out?
no,
Watch
not
Jeopardy?
really. I mean, I don't have to watch Jeopardy as much as I used to now that the audition's done, and we've got 18 months to see if I get called up or not.
Yeah.
But it always helps to stay in practice.
Love Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I've read so much about Ken Jennings. Like before he auditioned for Jeopardy, he would stand behind the couch at home with like a fake buzzer to practice.
Yeah.
Like that's how dedicated that guy was.
Oh, that reminds me. So, one of the little souvenirs I got from the audition was a little pen, a clicker pen that looks just like an actual buzzer does on the show.
Amazing.
Nice.
So that's what they gave everybody. Yeah.
Amazing.
But aside from that, I'm just gonna be trying to get that job lined up, and who knows where it'll be.
Yeah, man.
If it's in the Midwest, hopefully as close to Michigan as it can get.
I'm actually hoping that I do get the Iowa position, but we'll see.
Oh, that's the Midwest for you. Iowa, people think it's close to Michigan. Nope.
Oh, I
9
know.
hours.
I know. Believe me, I know.
9,
Yeah.
10, I think it's like 10 hours maybe. I don't know.
No.
I
Well,
haven't Google mapped it.
it's like 3 hours to Chicago from
All
there.
right, so it's like
And
like
then
7.5.
I
8
know
hours.
Chicago. Well, Chicago to Grand Rapids is like 2.5, and then
Okay,
Grand
yeah.
Rapids to Detroit is like
Wow, that
maybe
is-
even less than
That is
2.
fascinating, Sheridan.
I'm sorry.
Fascinating.
Wrap it up.
Okay, yeah. Cactus, how about you, dude? Is there anything we should be looking out for? Anything that you're gonna be
No,
doing?
I'm gonna be talking to people who are going to Evo and helping people prepare. I know I can't go, but I mean, I'm still influencing people who are. So
Dude,
we'll see
Cactus,
what happens.
Why don't you do a Smash Live with me where I'll just ask you questions and you can talk about all the smart stuff that you know? Do you want to do
Smart
that?
stuff that I know. Do I have smart stuff? Do I know smart stuff?
Yeah, I'd
Is
say
that
so.
a thing?
I'd say you know a smart thing or two.
I'm totally down to do it. Whenever you want to arrange some time.
All right, I'll message you.
I'm kind of interested in
Absolutely.
hearing what you said to Peepee during those 2 sets versus Armada, because I have no idea what that conversation is even like. Like, do you just whisper in his ear like, "Stop getting wrecked, you scrub," or do you actually go? I don't know how deep you go into it.
This is a
with the
conversation
knowledge.
for another time, but
I know. I am
yeah.
interested in hearing that though.
I think a lot of people are interested in just seeing like what I'm telling people, just because I used to post all the time on the boards about like everything that I was thinking, and then I felt like I started sounding like a crazy person, so I kind of put it behind closed doors. So yeah, we'll do it. We'll do Smash Lab.
Sick.
Sweet.
All right, man. And that's it for me. I was,
Wait.
probably did.
I have a question for Sheridan. Sorry, I forgot to ask before. Sheridan, if you get selected for Jeopardy, do you think you can make more money in that than Ken made in Survivor?
How much did he make?
Ooh.
I don't know.
He did not say. I remember specifically on the Kings of Cali commentary. I think Lovage asked him, and then Ken was like, "I'm not at liberty to say," or something like that.
What? No.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
can
like it
say.
either. But that's what he said.
He might have signed a release or something.
Yeah, maybe he did.
I'm paraphrasing. He definitely mentioned like, "Oh, I'm not gonna say how much."
He's a dweeb, dude.
Shouts to Gabon.
Yeah, shoutouts to
Bobby,
Gabon.
Bobby, your
Gabon
Ken
Valley community.
impersonation.
Dude, I
Your Ken
realize that I can
impersonation's the
only
best.
do it like I can only do it if nobody mentions it. I need to want to.
Yeah. I get that. I get that.
So
I
anyway,
think
yeah,
there's
you guys
some
will
truth
see
to that.
me versus Ken in the Salty Suite. It's gonna be number 2, the run back. I'm gonna bury him in a set of sets, 2-0.
Woo! You see him versus West Balls, dude? He's been putting in some work. He took a game off West Balls.
He sucks.
All right, you give me no credit.
Those matches looked hideous. I gotta say that. I no offense to like
Me
either
versus
of those
him?
players.
Mine versus him.
No.
was
Ken versus West Balls. Oh,
All right, fine.
Scar versus Ken.
those
was
were like
disgusting.
difficult to watch. Like I was cringing. So it's quality of play matters.
Me versus Ken was definitely also cringe-inducing. It was
Cringe-worthy.
really
Oh,
ugly.
there were some times.
It was ugly to play. It was ugly to watch after. I didn't even feel good about like anything. Rewatching him, it was just like, ugh, this is so bad.
The MVP of that set was Mango's commentary.
Yeah, for sure.
Wasn't you,
Well, and
you guys.
also the fact that I didn't get like 4-1'd.
Oh
MVP
my
was
God.
me for coming back,
Yeah.
making it hype. Sorry.
All right,
I'll
let's
always want
wrap
credit
this
for
up.
everything. All right, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so-
thanks for tuning in. As always, this show is successful because of everybody who's watching. Thanks for our call-ins. I hope that I see plenty more call-ins going forward. I love you guys. I'm so excited for Evo. 550 fucking people.
Mm.
We're all gonna chill. We're gonna chill in Vegas. What's up? That's it. All right.
I'm excited as balls. And I'm looking forward to all of us being hype on our next show 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's,
Maybe.
I
Probably,
am
maybe.
going.
At least 2.
my-
Yeah.
My flight is tomorrow. I gotta go pack.
Yeah. It's
I haven't
gonna be
So
Back
yeah,
at
so
all.
what are you doing in NorCal?
Okay, so I
Alright.
think it's gonna be like 20. So it's not a pure vacation. I am gonna have to do some remote work, but that they've assured me that it's gonna be like maybe 15 hours a week. So it's gonna be kind of a vacation, So I would say it's
Mhm.
maybe 20% sightseeing, 20% visiting some non-Smash friends in the area, like interning or whatever. 20% remote
specifically?
work. and then like 40% Smash. I wanna. So my friend who I'm staying with is in Oakland. I know that's not
Okay.
the ideal location
Well,
based on.
it's not a nice place. Depending on, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
a city as big as
Like,
Oakland, you can find good and bad places, but
I've
primarily
read about
bad.
the recent events, and it
Yeah.
really sucks.
But
to
you
hear
are
about it.
pretty central as far as NorCal
Right.
is concerned.
Yeah, I know
So
it's
that's
20
good.
minutes to Fremont, 20 minutes to like Concord and DBR, 20 minutes to like
Mhm.
San Francisco.
Yeah, 20 minutes to freaking San Mateo or Palo Alto or any of those places. So
Yeah, I
You'll be
already
good.
got housing.
Peace,
already got
guys.
housing from